Hello, everybody. My name is Mare, and I am one of your producers over here at Friends Who Roll Dice. Tonight, we are playing a lovely vampire game called Flats and Fangs, written by our lovely own Mariam on screen, while we raise money for Charity Water. Charity Water is an organization, nonprofit organization, bringing clean and safe drinking water to people all around the world. If you would like to donate to this amazing cause, we can put exclamation point charity in chat where you can find the Tiltify. And if you want to learn a bit more about the organization, they have a lovely film that you can go watch on YouTube. So, without further ado, I am going to hand it over to Ravi. If you want to introduce yourself, we'll go quickly around and then we'll get started.
Hi everyone, I'm Ravi. I will be your GM for this evening. Mariam.
Hi everyone, I'm Mariam. I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing Gulabo today. Brandy.
Hi everybody, I'm Brandy. I will be playing Clover, and both Clover and my pronouns are she, they. And then, Jenn.
Hi, I am Jenn. I will be playing Lilith, and both of our pronouns are she, her.
And hello, my name is Nala, or Jay, either is fine, and today I am playing Sybran, who uses Zizum Zir pronouns.
So, let us begin. We begin in a arbitrary city where vampires walk the streets, the supernatural and the mundane collide, and we focus on 4 very chaotic people. Let's start with Gulabo. Gulabo, where are you on this fine Wednesday night?
Yeah, so Gulabo is in the basement of our wonderful shared home and is currently going through their closet looking for someone to wear for this evening.
Excellent. Who do you decide on?
Well, it's really hard between I don't know, Mike or Tom or Richard or Harry, but eventually settles for let's go with Harry. I feel very hairy tonight.
Things
And
may
I
get
just-
hairy.
Yep, and I just as I am an undead spirit who can body jump, I just go right into Harry and unhook myself and start walking upstairs to meet my other roommates.
Excellent. Clover, same question to you. Clover.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, Clover, same question to you.
Yes.
What are you doing on this?
So Clover is in her room, and she is hooked up to her computer. She's got the big headphones with the ears. She originally had the ones without the ears, but a certain roommate told her that they weren't quite aesthetic enough, and she got the ones with the ears. And she's editing the podcast that she does with her best friend, Romeo, who is mortal. And he's probably texted her probably within the last few minutes, and she's told him that she'll be with him shortly. And she's trying to finish the episode to upload it to their Patreon. So she is laser focused.
Nice.
And of course, she's in her wheelchair because she doesn't know if he's going to come up or not, and she doesn't want her hooves to be on display.
Nice. Let's move over to aforementioned roommate, Lilith.
I am on the other side of the room with my own pair of headphones on that are matching with little ears on them. And I'm doing some editing so that I can post my stream to my subscribers.
Nice. What was the content of the stream?
I do like tea and chats, and some like creative, like getting into some like we do some like read-alongs where we'll read like romantic novels on stream.
Excellent. And last but not least, Sybran, where are you?
I'm at the local hospital. I work as an anesthesiologist. And so I'm probably at work right now because I work the night shift for probably obvious reasons. Out of the four of us, I'm probably the one that earns the money to pay for the house that we all live at. And I am very responsible. I am a responsible, normal, average human person. Look at me, I'm a doctor.
Excellent. The four of you are doing your own thing in your own worlds, in other people's bodies. But anyway, when you all get the faintest whiff of rose, it's subtle, almost as if someone sprayed perfume like across the room from you. Like, it's not overwhelming, but it's there. And you hear a buzzing from the nearest bit of technology for Gulabo and for Sybran. That might be the lights installed in the room you're in. For Clover and Lilith, that might be like out of one side of your headphones. And then your vision changes. You are standing in a field of roses underneath a sun that does not burn you. And you're standing, and you can see that you're standing, but you can still feel the world around you. Clover and Lilith, you can still feel the chairs underneath you. Gulabo, you can still feel the cold of your walk-in closet. But your eyes see this field filled with roses as far as the eye can see. And you see each other standing in the field, like not far away from, like you're all in this group together. What do you do?
Well, I assume I can feel the chair, but I look like I'm standing on my hooves if I look down on myself.
Yes.
So I don't move because I'm quite torn on how to do so. And I look around and I go, did somebody spike our fucking drinks? Is this real?
Well, I think it's romantic.
You think everything's romantic?
Because it is.
Was Harry high before I put him away?
Well, if Harry was, we all were.
I was about to borrow some, a shirt from Calvin and then some shorts from Klein, but, I guess this will have to do.
I think
Anybody else smell roses? Ugh.
Oh, I thought this was just Harry's natural musk.
What human have you met that has a natural musk of roses?
Well, there was this one lady, I think about, 200 years ago that liked to douse herself in the water. roses have water. I guess if you squeeze them, they have water that smells like them. I don't know, humans.
Right. Well, and Clover tries to move a foot, just like as she can feel herself sitting, she just tries to kick it out and looks down and tries to see what happens if she tries to move.
You realize very quickly you can move in this space without moving your physical body.
Oh my god.
You cannot fly.
Is this what? And Lilith is just like, oh my god, is this what they mean when they say rose-colored lenses?
No. No,
Oh.
absolutely not. No. And
Are you
Clover
sure?
Clover walks over to Lilith and like gives her a little shake. It's like, pay attention. This isn't normal.
Okay.
Sybran, what are you doing?
I'd like to think I'm in the middle of a surgery right now.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Like, apologies, preference. I am not a doctor. So, me, the player, the only information I have about what anesthesiologists do comes from Grey's Anatomy. And on Grey's Anatomy, they sit there and make sure all the numbers are correct so that the patient doesn't fucking die. So I'm sitting there, and then suddenly I'm in this field, and I think this surgery has been going on a long time. So I think my first instinct is just like to shake my head and try and see if this vision goes away, because I feel like maybe I'm daydreaming or something. Does anything happen if I do that?
So, one, no, you do not awaken from this space. But you do notice another thing. You sort of realize, like, as your hands are like doing the motions to like check the numbers and feel the pulses and all that. I am also not a doctor, so I also only know from TV. But
I literally think I just sit there.
So your kind of mind instinctively does all the doctory stuff, and you realize that, or maybe you don't consciously realize it, but maybe like subconsciously you realize that the world around you has stopped. Like, you feel like either the world has stopped or this is happening very quickly and your perception of it has slowed down.
Is this how it feels for all of us?
Yes. The rest of you may not notice that because you're working in like very like separate places. But for Sybran especially, I think you feel just the people around you stop.
Okay. I think once I realize I can move without moving IRL, I'm gonna walk towards the other three of you, because I assume that the three of you have moved together to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. I always thought that my character, basically, if they want to physically move anything, they have to be in a body. Am I able to manipulate the environment around me without being in my current clothes?
So I imagine in like this world you show up in your in like a manifestation of your current clothes, so you can move as you would move usually.
Okay.
As you move together to have this conversation, you hear a voice say, my, latest batch are interesting. Coming from behind-ish you? I don't know which way you're facing. It's behind, generally, your group.
Who's there?
Immediately, Clover turns around and says, "Oi!" That's it. That's all. She just like that, like aggressive motion. Oi! What gives?
Amazing. As you turn around, you see this average height person, this long black braid, like going down like behind their back. They are wearing, if any of you know like Indian, specifically I don't really know much about like differences between different cultures, but specifically like Hindu style like wedding outfits, like for like
Sherwani?
men. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But so those like long sleeve tops that are usually like one solid color with like the golden embroidery and
And
the
like a mandarin collars or like a high collar or something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a Sherwani.
Okay, cool. So one of those with like the loose cream trousers. Except the color of the shirt is this like bright blue, and the embroidery looks like those like very typical like cyberpunk. This like hand's a tech hand, like with the like right angle like straight lines ending in like circles. That's what the embroidery looks like, and they are kind of like leaning to their left, and in their left hand they are like just kind of loosely holding a completely black and white rose, just kind of smiling at you.
Who are you?
What's with the rose? Tuxedo mask or something?
I haven't said it. They like gesture around at the like infinite rose field.
Did you sorry, clarification. Did you say I have an aesthetic?
Yes, I do. Again, they gesture around at the infinite rose field.
Why are we here?
They kind of like release the rose, which kind of not explodes, less violently than scatters into like petals and like kind of like drifts off. I need the four of you to do me a favor.
Yeah, all right.
Tell us
Is
who
Is this
you
gonna
are.
take long? Because I think I have like a date this afternoon.
More importantly, I'm in a surgery right now.
I realized I think I wanted to change my outfit.
Don't worry, you'll be back. They kind of gesture to you, Sybran. Your mortals are fine. They will be fine while you are here, do not worry. I am the rose. I told you I had an aesthetic.
Wow.
I would have never guessed.
Thank you.
So, like, you know that you shouldn't build your personality around that, right?
I didn't build my personality. Their grin doesn't falter, but like it stops growing for a second, you know.
Mhm.
I am a denizen of the place you call the internet. And as they say that, the rose field kind of like vanishes for a moment, and you see you are surrounded by like code, like green code going off into the distance, and then the image comes back to the rose field.
Question for the GM.
Hello.
Do I feel like I can pull energy from this? Because I get instead of blood, I feed off of energy and electricity and technology.
Oh, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
But yes.
Wait, if this is the internet, do you know where the dark web is? And is it sticky like they say it is?
What?
You know, the dark web.
Clover just shakes her head, looks up at the rose, and goes, "For a rose, I think you really need to touch some grass, mate."
I'm sorry. And that, my dear Clover, is what you can help me with.
Gross. No thanks.
I'm no longer talking to you. They turn. Sorry, 1 second. You see, humans built me, and the four of you, in your own ways, feed off humans. Therefore, I require your soul.
Oh well, if it's nothing else.
And your house.
Over my undead body. Can we go now?
Can I try to jump into your body?
Now, do you say that out loud?
Yes. And also, I perhaps try if you're okay with that.
I am okay with that. Sybran, did you want to try and pull energy from the space?
I feel like it's one of those things where I can sort of feel if I can or not. Kind of like how when people are, like, they can smell food, like, before you eat it. Like, can I feel like I can do it?
Oh, this place smells delicious.
Then yes, I'll take a little nibble of the internet if I can.
Both of you, if you'd please roll Fangs. I'm going to say...
Dang it, I forgot we need dice. Give me a sec.
Oh my god. Would you say, Gulabo, that you are prepared and or an expert? Actually, you know what? I'm going to say you're prepared because you just changed clothes.
And also, jumping into non-living things are kind of my thing.
Fair point. Acceptable. Sybran, I wouldn't say... Sybran, I'm gonna let you have 3 dice for this.
Okay.
Because you're at the hospital, which is your main source of food. And also this place is right. What do you think?
And I roll 2, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
This place is what? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear.
Oh, this place is ripe for eating.
Ripe for eating. Okay. So I need to roll over a 4.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, I got a 5 and 2 4s, so I got 3 successes.
Oh, that is actually, because you got a 4, that's a critical. We're going to deal with that in a second. Gulabo, what did you roll?
I rolled a 1 and a 5, so 1 success.
Awesome. Okay. So, Gulabo, your spirit body leaves this weird digital manifestation of your current outfit, and you slam straight into the rose, and suddenly you're in the same space, and you have access to a lot of information. I'm going to say you glean one detail before the rose forces you out. What would you like to learn?
How do we get out of here, I think?
You enter the rose's mind and you see the seams of this place, like the cracks in where this illusion paints itself over your eyes. You know that you can quite easily tear open the seams of this place. and you have that information of how to get out.
Okay.
As you're like forced away, the rest of you see the rose kind of like shudder as this translucent spirit is almost catapulted away from it. Sybran. So, because you rolled a 4, you succeed and you get to learn an extra detail.
Do I get 2 extra details because I rolled 2 4s?
Mariam, would you like to take this question?
I think because this is a rules like game, I'm putting the power in the facilitator, so you get to choose whether.
Ping pong of
That's the
power.
fun part about being a player.
It's the ping pong ball of power.
Sure. Let's say, you know what? Yeah, sure. You get two details.
Okay.
So you manage to feed. You draw energy in from this place. Gulabo, you sense those seams that you found like weakening as Sybran like draws energy into the body. And what are the details you'd like to learn?
I would, because I can't read minds, I think I also want to know how to get out of here. And then I'll use my second one to I think I also want to like what's really going on here. Like I think I want to figure out like how are we all like, is this a hallucination? Like what's actually happening here?
Okay, cool. So well, for the first thing, you learn the same information as Gulabo. You sense these seams, and you sense them weakening as you draw in power to yourself.
Just a little nibble.
Just a little nibble. You sense that there's enough power here to keep you infinitely sustained.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
Like, the amount of power you draw is the power contained in one rose. Not the person, the actual plants. The second thing is you realize that, so you all live in the modern world. You are surrounded by technology at all times. You realize that this being is so connected to the internet and to technology that it's essentially reaching through and is able to affect you because of your contact with it.
I see. That makes
sense.
So
it is an illusion, technically. No, it is an illusion, but that's the medium through which it's enforcing its will upon you.
I see. And I think like my immediate like thoughts are, because I'm at the hospital, there's tons of machines that rely on the internet and other things, and then my 3 roommates who are probably at home. We have really good Wi-Fi in our house. For people watching, we got to pick 3 strengths for our house, and one of them is just we have really good Wi-Fi. So it's good stuff. But I think I make that sort of logic jump in my brain to figure out like why this is happening.
Clover and Lilith, as you see Gulabo like possess this being, and you physically see Sybran like drawing energy from this place, what do the two of you do?
I'm confused and I don't like it.
Nice.
She
I'm
says
trying to
that
find
Okay.
my phone.
Okay.
I don't think you took your phone with you into the
No.
celestial.
But like I have several open GMs, like several open DMs. I need to get back to them, and I don't know where I placed my phone.
You know,
Okay.
if they really like you and they are the one, they won't mind if you take a minute to text them back.
Have you been listening to Sybran again?
No, contrary to what everybody thinks, I can have an independent thought here and there.
Okay.
Sounds so skeptical. Sure you can.
Lilith. He's not covered by the rules. This is fine. Roll flats for me. I'm going to say you're an expert at this, so 2d6.
A 6 and a 3.
What's your number?
4. No,
Awesome.
yeah.
So you succeed. You pull up your phone, but you pull up kind of like the screen as like almost like an illusion, like in front of you.
Oh.
Like you just like, and it just has all your messages.
I found my phone.
What does it look like to me? Like, does it look like she's just holding the normal phone, or does it look like some sort of twisted illusion to me to look at her?
It kind of looks like you know in like those like sci-fi films when they like bring up like a hollow screen. It looks like
It
that.
like flickers. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, is that an eggplant emoji?
I don't think that one was an emoji.
You know, I don't think I don't think this is the one. No.
No. A hard pass.
She might be though.
Is that a peach emoji?
Like Clover leans over and is like, "Yeah, big one."
Yes.
Because I figured out, like, I can see, like, I have all the information I have. Did I figure out a way that I could get out of this or break the illusion somehow?
Yes, like you and Gulabo can like break the illusion for all of you at any time you'd like.
Can I, like, would taking another munch of the internet break it? Like, could I draw more energy in? Because I think, like, initially it was just a little bit, just to see if I could. But, like, would taking more energy in break the illusion? Or do we literally have to, like, punch the wall? Or, like...
Can I pull out a seam ripper while this is happening?
So you can do it in, so like drawing in more energy would work, punching the hole would work, like literally ripping the seams with like a seam ripper would work.
Okay.
Flavorfully, that's up to you.
I think I'm just gonna look back at Rose and, or the Rose? Rose? The Rose?
Either is fine.
Okay.
Maybe the Rose.
The Rose. I'm gonna look back at the Rose and just say, okay, so, well, I'm gonna humor you for a second. You want my house, you want my soul. What do I get out of this?
Oh. No. You don't get anything out of this.
Okay.
I wasn't asking, I was informing you.
Fuck you. And I would like to break the illusion if everyone's okay with that.
Yep.
Clover's also flipping them off, just like from still staring at the screen and the dating profile because helping, but flipping them off in the corner.
Excellent. So, so Gulabo and Sybran, like the two of you reach into this information you have and you destroy the illusion, and all of you awaken where you were. Sybran, like no one's moved from where they had been. The rest of you don't really notice any difference because you weren't around like other people. But
Can I just say, as the illusion is breaking, Lilith is just like, you really should work on your rebranding. Your name's super not SEO friendly.
What did you say? I didn't understand you. Like out of character.
Well, I was just saying that the Rose should work on rebranding because their name is not SEO friendly.
What's SEO?
Search engine
optimized.
optimized.
Oh. I see.
Out of character, that is making me reevaluate the fact that out of character, my stage name is Brandy Rose. No. Oh,
But no.
Oh
I need to reevaluate some things.
This is what you come here for, folks. Existential crises.
Both in and out of character.
You're welcome.
Yes, so you awaken. Gulabo, I think Gossip Ghost is kind of like sitting on a counter. Sorry, I'm just laughing at my own joke. Okay. Gossip Ghost
Does it
is...
end with XOXO Gossip Ghost?
Yes.
That
Is...
is what they say out loud, yes. Absolutely.
RAR XD
Every
Gossip
time they
Ghost
leave a room.
/XXX.
Anyway, Gossip Ghost is sitting on like one of the counters in your basement, kind of staring at you, just not noticing anything was wrong, just staring at you.
Oh, hello, you. What's the tea?
Going to ask you the same question.
Well, I was in the middle of changing when I think we got on the internet. And then we proceeded to rip the internet. And then we're back here, and I was going to change into something better because I believe I have an audition to get into this new club called the Body Doubles, and I really want to make a good impression. So I think I'm going to switch out of Harry, and I just kind of like boop out. And then I think I will definitely go with some what's the G? Well, yeah, I will definitely wear some Versace, and I just hop into a really wonderful Italian called Versace.
Hang on, I just need to pause. Were you looking for the word Gucci?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just thinking.
There is a designer called Versace. That
I
is a
know.
designer. Oh, okay.
Gossip Ghost kind of like looks over Versace and is just like, oh yes, I've always loved that one.
And I really like the gold brocade on this one, and just sort of feel myself and sort of touch the fabric.
You and Gossip Ghost have like a full fashion show.
Does Gossip Ghost have a name, or do we just call them Gossip Ghost?
I'm calling them Gossip Ghost.
I call him Gossip Ghost.
I think she calls herself Gossip Ghost. Like,
And are there narrations whenever they're talking? It's like, hello, Upper House Siders. Welcome.
Putting live from the basement.
Coming to you live from the basement. Here is Gossip Ghost with the updates after this. We are sponsored today by
By different TV show genres.
NordVPN.
I'm not sure we're allowed to make that joke. Okay.
We are not sponsored.
Clover and Lilith, what do the two of you do after the illusion is broken?
Well, I immediately pull off the headphones and I look at them and I look at Lilith as if like somehow I'm insinuating with my eyes that this is the fault. This is her fault and also fault of the headphones. And then just staring her down.
And I'm just like, but they're cute though.
And Clover just like rolls her eyes and it's like, well, you saw that too, right?
Well, yeah. It was
Ugh, gross. And she just like shakes her head and she like just turns the computer. She saves the file. She uploads to Patreon. She turns the computer off.
Gotta upload it before priorities.
Yes, priorities. That's how she gets rent. And she texts Romeo again, and he's ignoring her, as he has been for about a day and a half or so now. and she's like groaning at the phone and like
Has
throws
she
it
been
at the
left
bed.
on red?
Yeah.
As vampires, does leaving someone on red mean you've sucked their blood?
I was going to make that same joke.
Oh my god.
I stole it from you!
Amazing. Okay. Lilith, do you do anything else?
I finished editing my video.
Okay, nice.
Priorities.
Post it to my subscribers. And then also shut my computer off and take my headphones off. Because I'm a little tired of staring at screens right now.
For once.
Sybran,
Yes.
what do you do after the illusion is broken?
I think I check the numbers on the machine that I sit next to make sure that this patient isn't dying, because I think this surgery's been going for, I don't know, a couple hours at least so far. And because I think I know that if I take too much energy from my surroundings, that will actually fuck with the machines, and I don't want to do that. I just take little nibbles throughout surgery. And so I just want to make sure that the stuff that I was doing in the vision didn't actually affect anything else.
So, two things. One, it did not. Two, you are well fed. Like, you do not need to take, like, as you, like, reach out and, like, just kind of, like, sense the machines around you, like, usually you'll take, like, a nibble, like, here and there, like, maybe a watt from, like, I'm blanking on hospital machine. You'll know the ones. You'll have seen TV. You take, like, a nibble, like, here and there, but, like, as you reach out and you sense that all the machinery is fine, like, you're not peckish.
What do you mean by peckish?
Like, you're not, like, sorry. You're not, like, that hungry. Like, you're not, like, looking for, like, a snack. You're fine.
Then I think I'm just good. I think I continue sitting there, and we're probably listening to music in the OR because that's something that definitely happens. And we're jamming to whatever music the surgeon decided to put on.
Death metal.
Absolutely screaming the whole time.
It's screamo. Yeah,
Half the
something
time
like
you
that.
can't tell if it's the music or the patients.
The patients are under because I do my job.
I was about to say, if you can't tell the difference, you're about to be fired.
Yeah.
Let's move on from this conversation. However, I do so I have a joke answer, and then I have a real answer. But the real answer is that he's probably listening to, what's it called? Bring Me to Life?
From Evanescence.
Evanescence.
Yes.
That's wake me up inside.
Joke answer. This does not happen. I just want to say this. I think, like, in, like, my ideal universe, like, the music would have changed to, like, you know that Kiss from a Rose on the Grave song?
Yes, from Seal.
Yeah.
Like, it would have, like, just changed to that, like, just to freak, but, like, no. The Rose does not have that power.
Mm-hmm. But that would be so good.
I love it. I dig it. And I think I'm just like checking the time and seeing, like, trying to estimate how much longer this surgery is going to go, because I need to go home and talk to everybody at the house.
Mm-hmm.
I
think Clover sends Jesus Christ, where's my brain? Sends Sybran a text and says, like, need a top up of blood, please. But it's like PLS and it's written entirely in text speak.
I think I feel like my phone vibrate in my pocket, and I just, like, check it real quick, and I put it back in, and I make
think
that
you're,
mental
like,
note.
I think you're, like, out of surgery, like, pretty quickly. Like, it wasn't too long, like, and you can, like, go.
Okay, so
pretty
after I'm
soon
done,
after.
I'm gonna go visit the blood bank in the hospital and just pocket a little blood bag. What kind of blood do you like? Like O-neg? Like what?
Oh, definitely. O-neg all the way.
Okay, so I bring you a bag of O-neg.
Like drinking black coffee. All the others are too sweet. I need this one.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, bring that home, and do I have a car? Do I drive home?
That is up to you.
I'm a responsible, money-making adult, so sure, I have a car and I drive home.
Do you think
Is
we
your
ever borrow that car? Just for
Is-
pure narrative purposes, I'm so curious. Do you think you trust any of us to drive your car?
No.
Is your car electric?
It's probably electric. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I
What
have an
if-
electric car.
What if I'm in the body of like a race car driver? Would you let me drive then?
Well, I have a question for you. Is it always you, or do you get the abilities of people who can drive?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I don't know.
Interesting. I think out of anyone, you are the person I would let borrow my car. But I don't know. I think because I need to use it. I assume y'all don't go out in the daytime, and at nighttime I take the car to work.
I fully thought you were gonna say, I assume you guys don't go out.
Yeah.
No, in the
Because
day.
Lilith and I are chronically online, apparently.
But yeah, I think it's less of I don't trust people to use my car, although maybe I don't trust y'all to use my car. It's just that I use it to go to work, and so it's usually in use. But I feel like I do drive y'all around. Like, I think that's something that happens.
Nice.
Car probably has tinted windows.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Cool.
And I drive like a Hollywood driver of like
Yeah, so Sybran, like you've returned back and everyone is back at the house. Would you like to have a conversation together? Or do
Yeah,
you-
I think as soon as I get home, I, walk in, lock the doors, all that stuff. And I just walk into the living room, and I just kind of call. I text the two chronically online people, meeting in the living room now. I just text
It's
our.
very
We have a
articulate.
yeah. We have a group chat, right? Like meeting in the living room
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Period. Because I feel like that's the kind of texter I am.
and you get just like a small case K from
Yeah.
me.
You probably get the peace sign emoji from Clover, but like it's accompanied by a through the walls audible groan. Because at first she was like, okay, finally, like best friend texted me back and then saw that it was you and was like, ugh.
Oh.
Oh. Gossip Ghost sends 3 love hearts in various colors.
Gossip
Aw.
Ghost has a phone.
Gossip
It's
Ghost is the sentient house. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
fair.
the chat. Gossip
It's-
Ghost
Why
is
not?
the sentient house. Welcome to this chaos.
Yes.
but I think once everybody gets to the living room, I will just.
Sachet in my wonderful gold lame outfit.
You look nice.
I walk in, I leave the chair behind because it's very obvious that Romeo's not coming over. And so I've got my like one copper prosthetic leg through like visible through shorts, and then the other leg is got a hoof at the end.
How did your editing go?
I
Fine.
walk down and I've got like Italian ice.
That kind of evening.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of evening.
If we want to explain what Italian ice is.
Oh yeah, I don't think we said it on stream.
No, it's blood of an Italian. That's
frozen.
It's yeah.
That's
It's
made into
like
ice cream.
comfort food ice cream, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think once everyone gets in there, I'm just like, did something weird happen to you 3 tonight?
I mean,
2 hours
Romeo
ago.
isn't texting me back, and that's never happened. So like,
The
kind of.
rose thing.
oh,
Oh yeah.
Fanka.
Sure, yeah. How worried should we be about this?
Well, they want our souls, and they want our house.
Well, they're not getting either.
Do we
guess-
even have souls?
Am I
Fair
a
point.
soul? Am I the soul of my body? Well, this current body, at least.
Gossip Ghost chimes in and says, "You actually have 3 souls," and points to your shoes.
Uh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll be quiet now.
I think Sybran audibly just goes boo.
Yeah, I think that gets
'Cause
like
you get it? It's a ghost.
Yeah.
You get it? It's
Oh.
'cause it's a
Ugh.
Oh no.
Ugh. Immediately, Clover just reaches over and takes the spoon from Lilith and shoves a bite of ice cream in her mouth as well before giving it back.
Liv is so disappointed.
Sorry, the chat is very sweet. Gossip Ghost, my beloved.
Gossip Ghost is all of our beloved. We love our
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think
that means-
I think I say that out loud. Like I say, I love this house, and I'm not gonna give it up for anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, Gossip Ghost needs to consent as well. Or not.
Was
the point is
Gossip
we're not consenting, right?
was Gossip Ghost there?
No.
So I think we fill in Gossip Ghost as to what happened.
Gossip Ghost has manifested a bowl of popcorn and is like entranced as you tell her the story.
Clover also locks eyes with Gossip Ghost and just goes, "You, me, later," because she wants to talk out the best friend thing, but without somebody that she actually lives with. It's Gossip Ghost is the safest person in her mind to talk to.
The one that spills the tea to everyone.
Yeah, I didn't say she was
Yep.
very clever. I said that was what it was like in her mind.
Okay.
I'm just imagining, because you said that Gossip Ghost was eating popcorn, I'm just imagining we have a whole spice rack, but all the spices are various different forms of blood, powdered.
Powdered iron.
There's one that's
Powdered
just
iron.
platelets and one that is just
Yeah.
plasma and
Yep.
Stem cells.
Yeah.
On the note of stem cells, I think I heard stem cells from one of you. I don't know who it was. Anyway.
No, I said stem cells, yeah.
Okay, cool. On the note
Get
of
it? Because froze.
stem cells.
on that note, we're
I have
going
found
to
my
take
people.
we're gonna take our halfway through break.
Good. I need it.
Thank you, everybody, for popping in for the first half of Flats and Fangs. We'll be back in about, about 10 minutes. Reminder, we are raising money for charity water today, and at $250, we will be having a giveaway for a $25 gift card to Die Hard Dice. So if you can get us there, we'll be doing that as soon as we get there. So I'll put the link in chat one more time, and we will see you back soon. Bye! Hello. We are back from break and we are continuing with our game of Flats and Fangs. If you'd like to learn more about this game, I am about to put the link in the chat for all of y'all. It was made by our lovely Mariam here in the game. And as a reminder, we are raising money for charity water. We are 11? I can't do math. I am very queer and can't do math. We are probably $10, $11 from 250 where I'll have our first giveaway. So get us there. And back to y'all.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So we pick back up after this definitely tense conversation and not just gossiping with a ghost while she eats popcorn.
It was high drama. If you didn't pick up the high drama, you gotta go back and listen.
It's very soulful.
Yeah. Someone cried.
Stop.
I need another
Don't think I
break.
didn't
Never mind.
notice that. Anyway, I'm so sorry for this chaos, but I'm not. We pick back up where all four of you are ready to leave the house for different reasons. Gulabo, how are you getting ready?
So I'm wearing my gold lame Versace, and I've got 3 of my best designer outfits. They used to be designers. I'm currently now figuring out how to fit all 3 of them into the trunk and in the back seat of the vehicle we're in.
I would like you to like retroactively roll flats.
Okay.
I'm going to say you get 3 dice for this because
Oh,
this is
boy.
something you've been preparing, and I assume you have help from somewhere.
If it's
Yep.
my car, I think I'm helping you.
Cool. So that's
Okay,
3
which means I have to
dice.
roll under 2.
Yes.
Good
luck.
Fun.
Oh.
Ooh, so 1.
Ooh,
1 success.
nice. Now I need to figure out the logistics of this.
I'm sure you can fit 2 in the trunk.
I will say it's a mix of your magic kind of has like an sort of like everlasting. It has like quite a long lasting like preservation aura, and you've managed to fit cooler bricks into this trunk. Your clothes are safe.
Can
Yes.
I suggest that 2 fit in the back and 1 has to be across our laps while we're going?
Is everyone else okay with that?
And
So-
I'm wearing 1, so there's really 4 outfits I'm taking with me, so you know.
So-
I'm in the car wearing my outfit. 1's across our laps and 2 are in the back.
I have a couple of questions. Sybran, do you let anyone sit in the front with you?
I think so. Yeah. Someone
Okay.
gets shotgun. Yeah. And I think my rule is you have to call shotgun, but you can't call it until the car is visible, and I have to hear you. And I'm very adamant about these rules because otherwise people fight.
What
But
if we
people,
bring
did you
out an
mean-
actual
Did you mean
shotgun?
Clover and Lilith?
Yeah. I mean them too. Yep.
Oh, okay. So, you're all are supernatural creatures with advanced sight and hearing. So Lilith, do you put up a fight for shotgun?
Oh,
Especially
absolutely.
knowing. Okay, I would like the 2 of you to roll Fangs.
All right. What does that mean? Wait, which one is that? What do I have to roll?
So both of you get 1d6,
Mhm.
I think, just to make this fair. You have to
Yeah.
roll above. So technically, whoever rolls the highest, I guess. Just
Ooh,
roll
I rolled
and
a
we'll figure
2.
it out. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, you get shotgun. Just
Yeah.
to be fair, also a little issue with the packing. We're going out in public, so that means that somebody needs to help me fold the wheelchair into the car.
That's a good point.
I could help you with that.
There's space for the wheelchair. The
then-
wheelchair gets priority, then the bodies
Over the
can fit.
bodies.
Okay,
That's
so
probably
2
why-
bodies.
that's why we
there's
have
2
a body
bodies
on
in the
our lap.
back. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
2 bodies in the back.
Sick.
That's why the third one couldn't fit in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Clover was getting ready in their shared room. Probably if Lilith is with her, probably with commentary, whatever Lilith sees fit.
Yep.
She's wearing her best flannel. And
Does best mean coziest?
yes,
Or like, okay.
softest. It's the coziest, softest. It's probably got a hole in it. And like black skinny jeans, like the low rise ones, and like the black tank top. Very standard little beanie that says girls. over it. This is absolutely not an outfit that I own and wear or anything. And she's just shrugging it on and is like, this is good.
I think it's hilarious that Clover's wearing low-waisted jeans because I imagine Lilith is probably wearing high-waisted jeans.
Clover refuses to conform to the high waist jean trend. She likes to be able to breathe and eat.
We don't need to breathe.
She likes being able to.
Sybran, are you doing anything to get, or are you just getting in the car waiting for the chaos of shotgun?
Well, I think I helped put the bodies in, but I think I like to think that Lilith and Clover aren't down yet, maybe because they're still
getting ready.
Getting ready.
Yeah, we're getting ready.
So I go down early with Gulabo to help put the bodies in the trunk and whatnot, and I think I sit in the car and I turn the car on, start putting the air conditioning on and whatnot, and I'm gonna put on.
I turn it down to the lowest and the highest, like the most like super cold.
Yeah, we turn it all the way down, then turn the fans all the way up. And I'm sitting there and, like, my hair is just, like, being blown back. And I'm, like, connecting my phone to the car so I can turn on my music. Because in chat we asked, you know, what kind of music is playing and who gets to choose. I like to think Sybran, even though, like, in person they seem like a really intense, like, type A, no-nonsense kind of person, they listen to, like, Enya. Like, the most calming... music.
Is there like sail away, and like this sort of thing, and then everyone's hair is blowing slow motion, including the two bodies in the back.
Pretty much, yeah. I think Sybran enjoys like orchestral orchestral versions of pop music, like very cinematic sort of music, Enya, that kind of stuff. Very calming and very.
You could see through our tinted windows.
There's like the Hollywood fans.
While we're on the subject of music, because anyone with access to the chat will also notice that I sent what's supposed to be some very evil smiley faces as your chat. At least one person in the chat knows that they're evil. Anyway, I will make good on a joke I set up earlier. As you're listening to your Enya, the sound crackles, and you smell that same whiff of rose stronger this time, and it does change to that what was it? That "Kiss from a Rose on a Grave" song, like that just starts playing.
What about some French, you know, Vian Rose?
La Vie en Rose.
Yes.
Sure. Either way, whatever Rose-themed song you would like to pick, because this man has an aesthetic. You hear the voice say, your music taste. Exactly what I thought.
You cut out a little bit on my end. Could you repeat that?
You hear the voice of the rose say, your music taste, exactly what I thought.
This is very judgy from a man with a very plain aesthetic.
Can I just turn the music off to get him to shut up?
Sure. So you turn it off successfully. I would like you to roll flats. Only one dice, just for comedy.
All right. Ha! 1.
Cool.
But I have to roll under for flats.
Yes, so you succeed.
So that was a succeed. Okay. Never mind.
You turn it off. You hear like the beginnings of like a snarky reply, but like you cut them off like before they can even speak.
We're so over him.
And I think, could we say at this point, Clover and Lilith come down and start shouting shotgun at each other?
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking this is while you were in the car. Like all of you are in the car.
Okay. So before that, we had a lovely scene of Lilith and I. I lost.
Elbowing each other, yeah.
It's like best friends and siblings.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
You two give off sibling energy.
Yes.
For sure. I'm
Like, I
like
love
the
you, but
mom
I'll kill you.
energy.
Yes.
the parental energy of the group. Yes, but we would drive in silence, I guess, because I don't want to. I think because I turned the. Can I turn the radio on? Like,
Can I do some like do you think we'll get a chance at auditioning? Do you think we'll get into the body club? Why, yes, I do. You know, the two.
Are you monologuing?
Yep.
Clover's
Because
in the
it's-
back and like just one kick right into Lilith's seat. Just as like for the fact that she has to be back there.
with the body on your lap too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just one hoof kick.
Don't
Because the
ruin my
silence
seats.
is just really odd. So I was just like, all right, well, what do you think about this audition? I don't know. What do you think about this audition? I'm
Hey,
just having
come
this little-
on.
Coming up on the Moth Radio Hour, we have two new and I think I just turn on a podcast instead. The Moth Radio Hour or something.
Well, you guys are now canonically in Moth City, wherever that may be.
Love it.
Australia. I don't know.
Oh, is it Clover's podcast?
Maybe it's like a rival podcast because I was thinking Clover would have like a serious podcast that she takes very seriously about cryptid sightings, and these people are amateurs who don't know what they're talking about. So this is like maybe the rival podcast is on, and she's just sitting in the back like.
I think I like look up in my rearview mirror and I see you sulking, and I think I just say, "You know, I only listen to them so that I can keep tabs on them."
There.
And I just keep driving in silence as I listen to whatever mediocre.
There have been some suggestions. This is like it's just sightings of Mothman or for various local legends.
Incredible.
Mothman, the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is a local heartthrob.
Is the Jersey Devil one of Lilith's sex?
I mean,
And why am I not
honestly-
wearing them?
Right?
Maybe he's the one that got away, and that's why you haven't found him. He's a cryptid.
That's awesome.
I'm losing my mind live on
Oh,
Twitch.
there were no minds in this chat to begin with.
We're currently all sharing the same brain
Yeah,
cell.
I'm like, this chat has one brain cell,
Yeah.
and we don't have it.
No.
I think Sybran has the brain cell out of
Yeah.
the group. And if there were two brain cells, Gulabo would have the other brain cell.
It's shared equally between the rest of us.
Yeah.
Brain Cell is currently in Gucci. Which is why
Yes.
none of
We
you can-
left it at the
And
house.
Gucci's in the
no.
trunk.
Gossip Ghost has the brain cell and will not
Yes.
share it.
Of course, Gossip Ghost.
I wonder if Gossip Ghost was like put out that we were leaving the house and nobody's at home. with us.
Oh,
Well, there's also all the rest of my clothes that they could have a conversation with
Ugh.
In the walk-in.
in the
downstairs.
walk-in.
The walk-in closet or freezer. Both.
And if there's like what is it, you know, the CCTV cams, it's like there's like puppeting of the others, but with the Gossip Ghost instead, the same way I'm puppeting the people in the back.
Gossip Ghost fully like makes up drama and will like turn the heads to like look into the camera like they're on The Office.
So good.
Where did this conversation go? Anyway,
It's
without
a
any
car
further-
conversation.
It is a car conversation. Without any more trouble from aesthetic being, you arrive at your destination. This place is part club, part office building, part cafe. You see 3 different signs. One is in like neon lights that reads body doubles, the hottest clubs for all body jumpers. There's a small little cafe attached to it Clover, would you like to give a name to this place?
The cafe?
Yes.
All right. Don't expect anything terribly clever. Clover's not smart, and I'm going to use that as a cop out right now.
Cool. I'm using you as a cop out, so.
It's called. Let's see. All I have is anime references, and I'm trying to rack my brain and be like, get out of, get out,
Do it.
get out. The cafe hidden in the mist. There. It's
Cool.
a Naruto themed. It's an anime themed cafe.
It took me a moment. Okay. Yes. Cool. So this completely nerdy cafe, it's actually pretty cool. Like inside, like from the car, like even through like the like very dark windows, you can see like the bookshelves, like lining the walls, and like the cozy little reading nooks that they have
Are
within
there
it.
just mangas all over the walls?
Yes. Also, this place is a 24/7 cafe. Since
Is it a maid cafe?
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
we're not
but
going that far.
Maybe everybody's not dressed like maids. Maybe they're all dressed in like ninja gear. With the headbands.
Oh my god.
This is a cosplay cafe. Okay.
It could be called Cosplay Cafe.
That's true.
It's called Cosplay Cafe, but Clover's convinced it's called the Cafe Hidden in the Mist.
I like to think that that's what Clover, like, I was asking which cafe is this, and you're like, it's the one through the mist, and that's what you call it, even because you don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah.
Amazing. And, like, towering above, like, these very weird places is your just standard,
you're so normal. What do you mean?
Is the standard nondescript, like, unlabeled set of office buildings. And your car finds parking somewhere.
I'm very good at parking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so good at parking, and I whip into the spot too.
How's
Like,
your parallel?
I don't slow down. I just whip into the spot, and it's perfect.
For comedy,
Should I roll for it?
Please.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you have 3d6 because you've done this before and you're prepared to park.
I'm prepared to park. Dice don't fail me now. Holy shit, I'm rolling so well. I got 2 5s and a 4.
That is a crit. So not only
Does
do you
Sybran say I'm prepared to park out loud?
I think, yeah, I pulled into the parking garage and I just go, I am prepared to park.
And just perfect parallel parking.
Amazing. Okay. So as well as your perfect parking, you get to figure out one extra detail about the scene. What would you like to know?
I think maybe in this moment is when Sybran realizes that or did I figure this out beforehand? That all of us are going to this same building.
You knew.
Oh, I knew. Okay.
Yes.
I don't really know what to ask. I think maybe I'll just try and like look around and make sure we're not in like immediate danger from anyone. Like, how's the nightlife? How's, like, because I'm here to try and like sabotage a bitch or something. Like, I don't know if I actually have a plan, but I think I have figured out how to sneak into the office.
You also have, like, I think your character has, like, a very, maybe not, like, a perfect control, but, like, a very, like, adept control over, like, electrical items. So, like, you could, like, turn lights off and turn cameras off if you wanted to.
Yeah. And I think I decided tonight's the night, maybe because there is, like, an event or something, and so there's gonna be, like, either less or more people, but it would make sense for me to be there, and it wouldn't be weird. And I can go...
I think that's your detail. You have all this information, like, planned out.
Uh-huh.
So you park all of yours, inexplicably, all of your destination you've arrived at. What would you like to do?
Well, first somebody has to help me out of the car because we are now in public and I've got a blanket situation.
Oh,
on
that's
my
right.
lap,
I will
so
help
you
you.
help me into the wheelchair,
I will
and then
help
from
you.
there I'm good.
You do that without a hitch.
Okay, perfect.
You guys have like exited the car. You're all like set up. What would you like to do from now?
I can go after someone's gone.
Sure.
I think I just look at the three of you and I'll just say, we've arrived. Have a good night. And I think I'm just gonna turn and walk.
Awesome. We will follow
It's very
you.
blunt.
We'll follow you in a moment.
Okay, yeah.
Lilith, what do you do?
I am on my phone texting my date that I've just gotten here and I'm about to walk in to the cafe.
Awesome. Give me two things. Give me a detail about the cafe that wasn't noticed by everyone from the car.
I need help, chat.
Tell me what the barista looks like.
As if I'm paying attention to the barista.
No, this is perfect. You walk past the barista without even giving them like the time of night. Giving them the time
Yeah.
of night, and you hear. Well, if you were paying attention, you would hear, but your ears register an annoyed, like, oh, is that Minecraft? Anyway, what does your day look like?
So they have a super cute, like cropped, really curly at the top haircut, super buzzed in the back. It's very cute. And they're wearing like super like it's that like perfect cute but also comfy sort of an outfit. That's like a cozy like sweater, like autumn colored. It's very cute.
Excellent. They see you and like they smile and go, "Oh, hi, Lilith."
Hi, that's me. Yes, hi. Yeah.
Hi, I did not think of a name for this person. I was going to say Lily, but that's very close to Lilith.
Petunia?
That would be weird.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, I'm Petunia.
You look just like your photos.
Thank you. I try to take them of myself.
This is such a good date. It's going so well.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Roll flats. You have. Would you say you're prepared
For a date? Yes.
for this date in particular?
I want to say yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna say, with all the experience you've had, you're definitely an expert at dating. By this point, I'd hope so.
Yes.
Roll flats for me. 3d6.
A 3, a 2, and a 4.
What's your number?
4.
That is a crit. Why do I keep calling it a crit? I'm gonna keep calling it a crit.
It's better than what it's actually called.
Is
so,
it?
You know.
Is it a bit? Because we're vampires?
I guess that's going to be version 1.3.
Commit to the bit. I feel like one of the two of you yelled that at the other as you're biting somebody. Like, commit to the bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just because Lilith is a streamer and she's like, thanks for the bits.
No.
Oh no.
Love it. I love it.
Anyway, so your date goes off without a hitch. Because you rolled a 4, you can either get a detail if you want, or you can have like one extra thing go well. What do you want that to be?
I think an extra detail.
Cool. What do you want to find out?
Can it be just like a general thing?
Sure.
I'm curious about what that noise that I heard that I walked past the barista was about.
Yeah, you turn around, like you've been around mortals with their petty mortal drama for long enough to be able to like read these emotions and these like how social norms have changed like over the years. The barista said hi to you and you ignored them.
Oh.
And they were like kind of sad. That's what the annoyed noise was about.
Oh.
I would say also during your date, you like from your phone, like you get that like smell of like rose, and you like hear that kind of like static. How you respond to that, I will leave up to you. Like however you respond, you are successful in.
I like put my phone on airplane mode and turn it over.
Next,
Oh my god.
So this imagery is going to be bad, but I'm going to say it anyway. So a flower dying doesn't have a noise, but you hear the distinct sound. Well, you hear a distinct sound, and if you had to give it a name, you'd probably say it was the sound of a rose wilting. But what was I saying? Oh yes, but your date goes off without a hitch. Oh, I will give you one more detail. You've been wrong before, but talking with this person and like sharing drinks with them and like just being able to relax in this presence, you're fairly certain that this is the one.
Like, I excuse myself at some point in the middle of our date to go to the bathroom, and I'm just texting Clover, and I'm like 99.9% sure this is the one.
So here's the extra funny part. In my head, Clover is also in the cafe, because that's where she and Romeo agreed to meet up to finally talk. So she's fully in the cafe getting a text after having seen Lilith go to the bathroom.
Let's take that point to move over to you. You and Romeo are sat down at a table. What do you say?
Good distance away.
Good distance away. Cafe's not too big, but you're like far enough away that you can't hear each other.
I also fully waited for Lilith to go in and like waited a little more and then went inside.
Nice.
Would you say you're basically at a kitty corner away from her?
I did not hear that and did not get that.
There's a wall now. Sorry, chat just asked how many times has Lilith texted Clover saying she's sure that they're the one. The answer is too many, and I keep screenshots. I've got a little collage at the line, like in our door, in our room that's like separated. At the line of the wall, I keep a collage, like a corkboard, and every time this happens, I print it out and I slap it on there, and I say nothing.
I also use it as my collection, sort of like at a glance collection for downstairs.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's your shopping catalogue.
But yes.
Oh, this is the worst timeline. Anyway, what do you say to Romeo as they like come in and sit down?
Well, first of all, thank you, Maybe Mountains. And so they sit down, and she goes, "So what gives?" Right? Radio silence for like a day and a half. Don't text me back. What, you think you're so cool or something? What's up?
You've been lying to me about your like weird like housemates since we met.
Don't call them weird. They're not. I mean, they're. And like she just like, and then that's when she gets a text from Lilith, and she like looks at it and goes, and she flips it over. And
Romeo's
goes,
been
okay.
in the house, right?
Hmm?
Romeo's been in the house, right?
Yeah, he's been. That's why they record the show. So he's there often and is usually aggressively herded to the room. Lilith is kicked out of the room, and then is aggressively hoarded back outside. And by hoarded, I mean like is on the wheelchair behind him, running into his ankles if he is not moving quick enough. So yeah, his experience at the house has maybe been a bit because she doesn't want him to get eaten. She's her best friend.
So, like, as you say, don't call them weird. Like, I think you two have like a moment of eye contact as you both distinctly remember like every single occasion of this happening.
And like every time that she's covered for Gossip Ghost's existence.
Or the one time I said, "Ooh, I'd wear you," as I went past.
And Clover just had like a coughing fit to cover it up. That's a compliment from, you know, where they're from another country.
I love to think that in his eyes, Sybran is the most normal person in his house. Like, I have a job, I'm a doctor, and I'm a boring doctor too. Like, no one cares about anesthesiologists except they're like really important, but like no one gives a shit.
I also love the idea that, of course, then, you know, they don't know why we're all together. Like, why?
I mean, I like to imagine that Romeo actually thinks that we are actually sisters.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Because then there's the vampire similarities that would make sense that we're sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I think every time it comes up, Clover just goes, ugh. Because she can't explain it otherwise, but she also hates that a little bit.
I think Romeo, like, maybe we'll like take your hand, like if you'll let them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Clover, you're my best friend, but your housemates are really weird. Like, I see it in your eyes. You can't lie to me. Well, you probably could if you really tried hard enough, but not about this. I know what it's like. Housemates can be weird. Trust me. I've been there. You've heard the stories. But I want you to be able to trust me.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, you know, Lilith is. I guess they'd have to be twins because they're roughly the same age, and there's no other way to explain it. So I assume that they're like seen and treated as like fraternal twins. If you're cool with that, Jenn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick. And she's like, well, I can't leave Lilith alone. Maybe they've been friends. I don't know. We'll discuss that. Maybe they've been together for so long. It's like, I can't be without this bitch. This is my bitch.
If I leave her alone, she'll set something on fire.
Yeah. But that
like
feeling's
each other's,
mutual
like,
because if Lilith
compliment.
leaves Clover alone, Clover's
Yeah.
gonna commit crime.
Like, we balance each other out in a weird way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I guess they're, I mean, and this is visibly difficult for her, and she's like, I'm sorry. Yeah, that face is just, it's not helping. And she's just like, we're and she's not sure what to say because she can't just blurt out that they're vampires, and they're not even all the same type of vampire. I mean, she's got a fucking hooves. And she's like, how about this? If you can guess, and this is such a cop out, and he knows it, and she knows it. She's like, if you could guess what's up with us by the end of the month, I'll tell you. And if not, and I'll let you come over, and I won't kick you out as much. Then I'll tell you. And if not, you have to promise to let me tell you in my own time. How about that? Because you're my best mate or whatever.
He's making this face.
I'll punch you.
I know. I can accept that.
Ugh, gross. Now, I'm sure you saw Lilith run off to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Order for me, please.
Of course. Question. How does the rose interrupt your talk, and how do you flip him the bird?
Yes. Let's see. Well, I don't want to repeat with the phone because that's too easy. Plus, I already turned it around and I'm ignoring it steadfastly because it's usually Lilith. And I know she can wait for me. So maybe there's because this is a cafe, it's kind of an anime like cosplayish cafe, so maybe there's like a screen behind, or like screens on the walls for like with like anime like episodes and stuff playing, and it starts to play like, I don't know how many of you have seen Uran High School Host Club, but there's like
Oh my God.
these like
Yes.
flowers that
Oh,
always
yes.
come up.
No!
Yes.
Because I didn't know I haven't or know how to protest.
What if instead of like the scent of coffee, it changes to like roses?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting a coffee, instead of coffee, you smell like Faluda.
Mhm.
Am I pronouncing? I never know. If
Faluda is
anyone who
correct.
doesn't know, it's I guess it's kind of like a rose-flavored milkshake is probably the best
Yeah.
way I'd
Yeah,
describe it.
ice cream sundae / milkshake.
You can get rose flavored coffee too. I've tried it. It's very
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, but
Like
so
lavender,
the drinks that
rose.
arrive, maybe they're like bright pink and like fluffy. And she just looks at it and is like, gross. What the fuck? Why'd you order this? And then, you know, you did it,
You
technically.
you look up at the server and it's not the rose, but you see in the barista's pocket there's
You look up at the server and it's Tuxedo Sam.
Oh no, he's fully in a tuxedo mask costume, and there's someone's sewn on a pocket to his front, and there's a phone, and the rose is just kind of looking at you from in the screen.
So Clover takes the drink and literally rolls over to the nearest bin, eyes locked on the phone, and tips it out and drops it before rolling around to go to the bathroom to check in on Lilith if she's still in there.
As you go, you hear a frustrated yell, and you notice out the corner of your eye that the phone screen just turns off.
Got him.
Let's move. Which one of the last two would like to go first?
You can go.
Yeah, okay, I'll go.
So you walk into this club. Who is Carrot? I think you've gotten the wait staff like at the club to like bring in your spare outfits.
My 3 designer outfits.
So you are walking into this club. Give me the first detail that Gulabo notices first.
I think the club, it looks like the auditions for like Project Runway or something, where there's like racks of there's just like racks and sort of like bags that are hung, but imagine they're all people instead. And it says like I feel like it'd probably say something like open auditions for membership or something like that. And there's like maybe 2 or 3 other folks with their designer outfits on a hanger, sort of like walking in.
Is it that one song like body yada 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 yada
Oh
yada
my
yada
God.
body yada 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 yada?
Amazing. Cool. You walk into this club to what's it called? To start this whole encounter, I would like you to roll Fangs. You get 3 dice to this because you are prepared and you have your designer outfits.
3 successes.
Ooh, were any of them 2s?
Nope.
Okay. I think with that kind of roll, what do you do to impress the members of this club?
I think when it's my turn, I just sort of do one, like, I do the walk, I do the catwalk, I do fashion, I do like a twirl showing off my really cool body and my nice deep voice and like just like perfectly maintained in mint condition Versace. And then suddenly I go, suddenly the body kind of like falls down as I hop into one of my designer outfits and other designer outfits. It's, I'm going to say it is at this point Gucci. And, you suddenly it's like Gucci Gang starts playing and I kind of like get with it.
I think...
and I even invite one of the judges to wear some of my outfits to prove that it is in mint condition. It's actually mint condition means that it's also got some mint in the jacket. It says like, just a little bit of freshener.
Yeah.
Amazing. I think like, tell me if you're okay with this. I think like your ability to like switch bodies can be like so quick that you're able to like almost like give the illusion that you're controlling 2 bodies at once. And you're able to like perform with like that, but as you're like doing your like audition, like you notice like one of the bodies is kind of like moving on its own. This is one of the bodies that you have like one of you like that has like another mobile like yes, indeed. Thank you, Brandy. That has like another like bit of tech like on the body, and like you notice the eyes are kind of have that same like light blue and the like golden embroidery that the rose had. As it says, "Nice to see you again." How would you like to respond to the rose?
I feel like as I was doing a dance and kind of almost like quickly sort of jumping between body to body, I almost am doing like a duet with 2 of my clothes, and when this happens, I just spin them out. And I feel like it goes smack against the wall, and I'm like, oh, oops, I'm sorry, it'll be perfectly fine. Just a little kind of like elbow grease and maybe some gauze. It should be fine.
I think like as the body like spins out, you hear this like very like high pitched like scream as like the body like falls. And like as you're apologizing, like do you go to like pick up the body or do you just leave it there until the end of?
No, I go pick it up.
As you pick up the body, it is actually in quite good condition. And you unless
If the
there's
rose is
anything,
still there, I drop it again.
the rose is gone. You literally yeeted them away.
Yeet.
Again, what was I saying? Ah, yes. Unless there's like anything else you'd like to do during your audition, it ends with a literal like standing ovation. You have impressed the members of the body double.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think if that's done, I'll probably be wheeling my bodies back to the cafe and then to the car.
Wait, you're taking them to the cafe?
Well, my understanding is that that's where we all meet up before we go to the car,
no.
because I need help with the bodies.
Oh,
With my clothes.
So not gonna go well for Clover with Romeo.
That's not a date.
They're in black bags. You can't see what's in them.
Just my
I think
garment
everybody
body
knows what a fucking
bags.
body bag looks like.
True. But it's also a cosplay cafe. They'll just think it's something spooky, right?
Are you cosplaying as
Wait.
like what? Hannibal Lecter?
I'm just
Yeah,
picturing
sure.
like you opening the door
Sure.
to the cafe, and as you walk in, like you can hear some of the club music going in the background, like, but it's like very distant, you know, and it's just like, and you're walking in there with like body bags, and then and then as the door closes, a little ding a ling a ling a ling, and it just fades away.
I think
And
Clover
it's like-
and Lilith both look at the camera.
yeah, just
It's like Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
We're both just
Comes
like-
rolling in.
for a moment just being like both of us at the same time being like, how long can we pretend we don't know you?
Like Romeo, like I think the scene ends with like Romeo leaning in and being like, "You tried to convince me your housemates weren't weird," and then the camera pans to
Me arriving.
Sybran. What
Yes.
is your grand plan?
So I'm gonna I think I've spent the last couple weeks trying to find out who was responsible for the freak accident that ended up turning me into an energy vampire that requires electricity to feed off of to nourish myself. And I think I eventually, because basically I think I was, before I got turned, I was a legitimate doctor. And we were working on some experiments or whatnot. Probably we were trying to like pave the way for medicine. And we were being bankrolled by this like corporation, you know, like medical corporation, whatever. And these people just like really wanted us to find the cure, solve the mission, whatever we were trying to do. And they didn't necessarily care about our safety. And so there was a really freak accident in the lab one night, and I think some of the other doctors I was working with ended up dying, and I got
I
turned.
would like to. I would like to go back a bit. I don't think anyone. I think maybe more you were like alone, like finishing up some paperwork.
Okay.
And something happened.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure what, but
Yeah.
like you were the only one
Okay.
affected.
Yeah, okay. And I wanted to figure out like what sort of happened. I think once I figured it out, I did some of my own research and I discovered it was basically corruption and negligence that is what happened to me. And so my plan is to sneak into the office building, which is very conveniently above this club and this cosplay cafe. Like, great place to have, like, a corporate office, right? And I think with all of the events sort of happening at the club and whatnot, my plan is to sneak in there somewhat undetected, and I'm going to find the office of the person who's responsible. But I like to imagine, because I'm sort of like this energy vampire, I can just kind of like short circuit like the little ID thing. I can just like unlock the doors and do like that kind of stuff.
I'm going to say, roll Fangs.
Okay.
You have 3 dice. 1 as your like main one. 2
Okay.
because you've prepared from this from your like crit earlier, and 3
Okay.
because you're currently superpowered by the energy of the rose.
Okay. Okay, cool. 3 dice. All right. Well, I got I have to roll for
Above.
Fangs. I have to roll over. So I got 1 success out of the 3. But I did roll a 4.
So that is a crit. So you describe Sybran, super spy, as Z infiltrates this corporation.
I think I just like find the entrance that the employees like go in, and I think I have like my actual ID, and I just like press it against the thing as if I'm trying to get in, but then I do like a little thing to like actually let me in,
Nice.
so that it looks like I just pinged in. And I enter, and I think I don't exactly know where I'm going, but I feel like if I can like tap into the sort of like tap into the energy of the room, I can sort of figure out where, like, all I need is a computer, because basically my plan is I want to use my weird electricity technology powers things to essentially locate some sort of document, because I think I know that this exists, like basically records of this corruption and negligence, and anonymously send it to some publishing newspaper, whatever, so that they can be exposed for this.
Nice. So, as you're at a terminal somewhere in the building,
Yeah.
you so I imagine you're like actually like typing out, like trying to, and then like also like reaching out with your senses, and like for a moment you see like strands of like golden energy, like again like that very straight and perpendicular lines, kind of like reaching out from like you to the computer, and like energy pulsing back and forth, and it smells like rose.
I think I just heave a deep sigh. Sorry, you were saying?
I see you've learnt something.
What now?
Curious. Just
Why are you curious?
never seen someone who's able to do this.
How?
Energy vampires, yes, but
You're the literal internet.
I mean, yes, like fan fiction exists, but I'm talking about like real life. Not to at everyone in the chat, but in real life, vampires don't just absorb powers. They
I think I'm only like paying them like half of mine as I'm like typing like, hacker shit into this computer. And I like to think that I shifted more into my vampiric form too, to do this, because I think that's how I am able to channel all this power. So I had to sort of drop my more mortal appearance. And in my vampiric form, I look like the piece of art that's right here. I'm green skinned and very, very weird looking. And yeah, I think I'm just like typing furiously, and I'm just kind of only half listening to the rose. I'm just like nodding, like, mm-hmm.
You half hear a sigh as the rose says, "None of you are very fun. Has anyone ever told you that?"
I'm an anesthesiologist. I'm so boring. I'm so unbelievably boring, and I'm still typing.
Yeah, his voice is just defeated. Yeah, that would explain it. And you feel the presence vanish.
I think as I'm feeling them, what's the rose's pronouns? I think as I'm feeling them leave, I'm like, wait a minute.
What's gonna make fun of my shoes?
No, I can't even see. I don't care about your shoes. What's this all for, anyway?
There's a world far beyond. Well, not far beyond. Kind of right there, and you kind of like see out one of your eye, like a kind of like. Actually, no. On the screen, you see like a hand sort of like wave at you and disappear. There's a world right at your fingertips, and the politics are. I don't think you know about our politics. I don't care to explain it, but there are powerful beings, and I need energy to be able to exist stronger and take over more. And vampires, you absorb energy from all sorts of beings. You're just efficient.
Rose, can I call you that? Can I be honest with you?
But sure.
You've already got like all that social media bullshit. Pull energy from teenagers across the world. Isn't that enough for you?
I mean, I have a good army of Twitter accounts, but like, I kind of want the whole goose.
What do you mean, goose? That's just a bad metaphor.
You know, like Twitter. What? I don't know what the bird is. Might as well be a goose. Horrible enough.
Not what goose look like, but okay. Anyways.
Yeah, another sigh.
Point is, I don't think you'll find what you're looking for from me or my roommates.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
I think like I pull up a separate window and I start looking for like internet therapy sessions. And I think I just tell them like, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist, but I think you need to get some help, figure out what's going on here. Because stealing our souls isn't going to help you. It's not going to make you feel better.
You hear? I don't think you hear anything. I think the window just like closes and you get the sense it's out of like annoyance, but like that kind of annoyance where you are listening to someone but you don't want to admit you're listening to someone, and the smell of rose just fades.
I think all I say is just, you know, I'm right. And I like, for narrative purposes, I think I find the document or whatever the heck I'm hacking or whatever to find. And I think I just like compose a little email, a little professional email. And send it to, I don't know, New York Times.
You get that sent out. You find all the damning evidence. And yeah.
And I think after this, I close out of the computer, I erase any evidence that it was, that, like, who it was. I've already disabled the cameras in the room, and I just stand up, and I walk out, and I want to join everybody else at this cafe.
Before you all meet up,
yes.
I need to bring attention to the horror that is Goosey Gang.
Yeah, it was
You're
a lot.
welcome.
That was a lot.
Goosey Gang.
I'm
Goosey
sorry, this
Gang.
is chat
Goosey
stuff.
Gang. Is
Instead
that a
of Gucci
reference to?
Gang.
Oh, the song. I see. Incredible. Love it.
So you'll meet up, and I think we'll go into epilogue. Let's start with the order of this last half. Lilith, what does your life look like in the time after this?
Where do you see
encounter?
yourself in 5 years?
Which is like a really short amount of time for vampires.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing next day?
Right.
Like, what does your life in general look like in the time after this event?
So I imagine it looks a lot like Clover's did with Romeo, where I'm like, hey, yeah, we're not gonna be here long. Let's go. I'm still going out with that person.
Nice. Do you...
Have you brought your date home to meet us?
Yes.
I've brought them home to meet Clover.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
The like,
I guess
the like
Petunia,
sister
a
approval,
little
but
mint.
also the like, you hurt her, I kill you.
Literally.
And like the fangs drop out just like a tiny little bit, enough that like just for a second that people like you didn't see it, but you saw it.
I just give them a mint bouquet and say you'll need it.
Awesome. Anything else from Lilith?
Nope. Stream's still going good.
Actually, I have a question for Lilith. Does Lilith, like, for lack of better terms, like, do you respect Sybran's opinion? Like, would you be nervous to like bring your date to Sybran?
Honestly, I don't think so, because I probably brought so many of them over.
And most of them are in my closet now.
I take down the weird corkboard of like all the times. Lilith
Don't
has
even
said
take
this.
it down, just put something over it. Like,
Okay.
Because I think Sybran just got tired of you being like, oh, this is the one, no, this is the one. And I think it seems like they don't care about
like,
this. But I think there's like one
probably-
night. Oh, go ahead.
you'll probably all have noticed that this one has like been around longer.
And I think there's like a
Do we have a
really
betting pool?
short, small scene.
Probably. Everyone, like, I don't know anything about it, but like,
But I am raking in the cash. But yes.
I think there's like a short, small scene just like where Sybran just tells Lilith, like, genuinely, like I'm happy for you and I'm happy that this is working out.
And Gulabo just keeps giving mint as well as sort of like, skincare products.
On that note, Clover, what does your life look like in the time after this event?
Well, apart from intimidating Lilith's new partner, every time they are in my vicinity, I'd like to think sometimes we also hang out as a group with Romeo, because like at least it's sorry, the chat just said it puts the lotion on its skin. Because that's also part of like her deal with Romeo, is that they'll hang out more with some of the flatmates, some of the flatmates more than others. And she's trying to figure out a way to maybe stop having to necessarily hide Gossip Ghost without giving anything away. So I think every day she lets Romeo guess something else, a new theory about everything. And it's, I mean, leave it up to you creatively, like what all he says. But he's usually at least a little bit off.
I think every day the theories get wilder and wilder until the last day where they guess it perfectly. Like almost as if they like fully
Yeah.
knew everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
when they do guess it after the month, I would think that like she's like just kind of stunned by like the accuracy of everything because he guessed everyone's subtype of vampire. You know, everybody's shtick. He guessed about the ghost, and I think before she can even confirm or deny or process, Gossip Ghost pops up and goes, "Well, he finally got it."
you can tell by Gossip Ghost's tone of voice that she totally told him. She totally told him.
Yeah.
And also
And-
do not accept any mint from me.
No, he's never. I don't think he's ever accepted anything because Clover would also keep him away. But then she's like, oh well, I guess I don't need to use this at home then as much. And then like she stands up out of the wheelchair and because he knew it was ambulatory, but he'd never seen her like walk around and like her hooves. And one of them is just this shiny metal prosthetic because she's an Impusa. And she's like, well, yeah, this is yeah. You tell anyone, and you know.
And then you
Um,
get to be in my collection.
Oh no, that would make Clover so sad.
I think like Romeo like takes your hand again and is kind of like, who on this planet would believe me?
And she just pats his hand and goes, "Abso-fucking-lutely no one, mate. Absolutely no one. Unless you want some nice, comfy padded walls and some sticky socks. I guess you and I are stuck with each other."
Just imagine like those like slappy hands, but like in the shape of socks. Anyway, that's not important.
Yes.
Let's move on. Gulabo, what does your life look like in the time after this event, other than terrorizing this poor sweet sunshine boy?
I think because I'm now in the body doubles, my collection has grown, but also it has varied. Certain pieces in my X collection get swapped. You know, the ones where definitely were not the one and you weren't really keen on them. I always check with you before I give a piece away.
Can I ask, has your collection doubled?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
There's really
I'm
not
sorry.
much space in the basement anymore.
Nice.
Boo.
Was that boo at me or boo at the lack of space?
You decide.
Okay. Continue, please.
Yeah, so just having the time of their life, being a budding fashionista, and you know, the X Factor blog is going off fabulously. And there's like a couple of people who might you know, there's a coming soon page where it's like once upon a time it used to be coming soon collection of like exes that were still currently being dated.
Wow.
And that's now just been taken off because there hasn't been any new exes for a while. Also, I think you had a conversation of please do not put my my girlfriend on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything else?
No, I'm just really kooky but fashionable.
Nice. Spending a life of terror and fashion. Excellent. Second to last, and definitely not least, Sybran, what does your life look like in the time after this event?
I think after the documents get published, there's like a big commotion, I think, within the medical community. I don't think the news is all that interesting or important to the rest of the world since it was a relatively small contained incident, but I think this company definitely goes under and everybody who's responsible gets sued or whatever. I don't know what happens, but like they
get arrested.
Yeah, they get arrested for negligence and corruption, and I feel like there's like an additional something that gets uncovered because of these investigations that even I didn't know about, and I'm just sitting there like, like, ha, you got what was coming to you, and I think I get approached by like the news because they figure out that I was like working on this project, and I think I turned down like all the news interviews. Like I really didn't want that attention, because I think publicly I'm like, oh, I've moved on. Like, you know, I'm just focusing on my job. I would like to think that with the rest of the housemates' permission, it would be cool if we tried to figure out how to move the gossip ghost to a bigger house, because I'd like to think I got some kind of promotion eventually to, I don't know where career-wise you can go after being an anesthesiologist, maybe like more like hospital administration or something, like, I don't know, some other job. I could still work the night shift. Who knows? I get some kind of promotion.
Maybe we need to find the foundation stone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I love that we
yes.
might use this knowledge also to go on a family vacation.
Yeah. We go house hunting.
Mm-hmm.
God, yes.
Oh,
Or in the
House
case,
haunting.
I was literally just gonna make that joke. I was like, in the case of Gossip Ghost, house haunting.
we need a house hunting episode.
Yes.
If you want this to be a mini series, donate to the charity. Make it happen.
Because we are all down.
Heck yeah.
I think we sort of end. The camera pans up and it sees you guys cramming into a car. Like one of you like holding like a very big, I don't know how big foundation stones are, probably pretty big, like this big rock on your lap, as like Gossip Ghost is
No copyright infringement intended. So sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, Christabel.
is very excitedly just like chattering away like in the back seat, and it cuts to a scene in an infinite rose field where the rose is looking at that black and white rose and then around at the field, and he kind of like takes a deep breath, inhales, and as he exhales, the image of the rose field like scatters away until there's only that like base code, and he smiles at it and he says to himself, time to rebuild. And I think we end our one shot there.
Yay!
Hey, that was amazing.
Did he go to therapy?
That's for you to decide.
You take any of our advice.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Thank you so much. That was an awesome one shot. Thank you, Ravi, for running it, and thank you everyone else for playing. I was dying behind the mic. So yeah, thank you everybody for stopping in on Friends Who Roll Dice charity stream, Flats and Fangs, as we continue to raise money for Charity Water. We have one more game next week on October 1st, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be running Fear Itself. Please keep an eye on our Twitter for any additional details on that. And with that, let's go around. Tell us who you are, where we can find you. And everybody, I'm going to put their Twitters in the chat right now, but please go follow all of these amazing people. Starting off with, let's go with Ravi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Ravi. I use he, they. I didn't mention that at the beginning. That's fine. This was my first ever thing I've DM'd for an audience. So hi, thank you for stopping in.
You did so
You
good.
did so good.
You did so good.
And thank you, I get to be a player.
Yes. Anyway. Yes. Twitters. Right. So you can find me at rjkakkadgames. Kakkad is spelled Kakkad. I also have an itch page by that name too. I don't really have anything to plug, but when I do, Twitter is the place where you'll find out about that. Yes. Thank you for coming. Thank you for donating. Thank you for the chaos. Mariam.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mariam. I go by they, them pronouns. And yes, I did write this game, which is a Lasers and Feelings hack and a love letter to what we do in the shadows. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it would be at media_junkie. I usually lurk around in Utopia. And I am also the co-host for their Super Geek with my wonderful co-host Chris and Jeremy. And yeah, I have a game now. And I will pass it on to our wonderful artist or art director for the wonderful art that we have for this game, Nala.
Aw, shucks. Thanks. Hello, everyone. My name is Nala or Jay. Either name is cool with me. I go by they, them. I am on Twitter at NalaWoo. And then my art Twitter is at Nala Draws. I also, as mentioned, I was the project lead for the Diverse Vampires Portrait Collection, which you can see featured on this overlay. It was myself and 5 other POC artists illustrating diverse vampires. You can find that collection on my itch page, which is also under Nala Draws.
For you.
Cool, thank you. Buying this will help support all of us marginalized artists, and it will allow us to. I would love to do more of these, and I may have something planned for the future. My next collection. As mentioned, I am a professional artist. I do sci-fi fantasy illustration. I'm looking for work come this November when I will be graduating from college with a BFA in illustration. Fun. 3 projects that you can see my work on besides the Vampire Collection. I did some art for Unbreakable Volume 2. This is the all-Asian anthology of adventures written and illustrated by Asian creators. I'm also going to be an artist for the Uncaged Goddesses thing that's coming out soon. So you can see my art for that. Then lastly, I'm also the artist for Leia or Greenleaf Geeks Adventure dice calendar this winter. I did this beautiful piece of art inspired by Starry Night, and which is one of my favorite paintings, and I got to paint something very pretty. So y'all should go support those 3 projects. You can find the vampire thing again on my itch. I also have a shitpost game called Die that I pretty much literally wrote in my sleep, so you can check that out there as well. Thank you all so much, and thank you for helping us raise money for this wonderful charity. And I had so much fun, and I got to wear my doctor coat that I bought because I play so many doctors. I'm gonna pass it along to Jennifer because we were on a stream together in the past.
We were.
Hello,
I am Jenn Peg. I'm a freelance illustrator and artist. You can find me on Twitter at Jenn Peg. You can also find me every other Thursday playing a homebrew campaign on Scrib the Bard's channel, and every Thursday playing a Rime of Frostmaiden campaign on Deeply Inc.
Nice. Oh no. Ravi, please tell the pun to everybody.
Oh God.
You gotta share with the class.
Brandy, you go.
Again, using me as a cop-out, but all right, I forgive you. But yes, sorry for the earthquake. Hi everybody, I am Brandy Rose. I am a podcast host and producer as well as stream creative director, game designer, and writer. You can currently see my work, or you will very soon, on the Queers Kickstarter. I'm one of the contributing writers, so Queers is in Kickstarter right now, will be released. It is the new game from the makers of City of Mist, Son of Oak Games. Absolutely go check that out. I run 3 podcasts, Chemgirl Interrupted, Cringe Warning, and Eat Crit. Eat Crit is the newest podcast. They all start airing first week of October with their respective new seasons, or for Eat Crit, its premiere season, and Eat Crit will air. It's a TTRPG themed podcast. So if you liked any of this, you'll really like that podcast. And if you thought anything I said was even remotely funny, you'll like all of the podcasts. All of my links and everything can always be found on my Twitter. I have a Patreon for my production company, which is patreon.com/Bucket Productions. That's BUCKIT Productions. And the reason it's called Bucket is because you can't say fuck it on a legal document. So but yes, if you like anything that I do, all of it will always be first and foremost on my social media, on my Twitter. And yeah, I also have a game out, by the way, on itch.io as well. So if you go to cutestpatute.itch.io/ you know what, I'll leave that out, that's in German. So if you just go to the itch.io shop, it's the only game up there. So if you ever wanted to play as a magical cat, that's the game for you.
You said cat, and you caught my attention. Hell yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. That's me.
So thank you everyone once again for stopping by. I already mentioned it earlier, but we have one more stream next week in 1 week's time. In the meantime, we are going to go raid Mermaid Royal, who is playing D&D, their D&D campaign called Death to Divinity. So everyone, go, please say hi and have a lovely, lovely, lovely start to your weekend. Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.